All right, good evening, everyone. As we were saying, I'm a local musician here in Orlando and producer. How many here play instruments? Okay, what do you play? Who else had their hand up? Guitar? What do you play? Guitar? Okay, a lot of guitar. Oh, bass, sorry. Piano? Guitar? Okay. So when you chose those instruments to play, you most likely chose them because you like the sound they made, whether it's amplified, whether it's acoustic. Bass guitar, you like the sound of that thickness in there. You choose instruments that you like the sound of that you're attracted to. Well, with myself, I'm a pianist and also a drummer. So I like the melodies of the piano while the percussion of the drums. It's just a nice sound. And then one day I was exploring the depths of YouTube, and I came across this new sound that kind of combined those things, the percussion and the melodies. And it was called the handpan. Now the handpan, the history of it, I'm not gonna go into too much of it, but in 2000 there was a company called Pan Art from Switzerland. And they basically started the first prototype of the handpan. And basically what it was is kind of the Caribbean drums that you see, like what they have that concave shape. It was basically taking two of those and putting them together, so they had kind of this UFO kind of shape right up here. But about 13 years later, they changed their focus. Now they changed to another instrument, but the thing was, they only started with two people. So as soon as people heard this instrument and the sound that it made, they loved it. And because there was only two people making them, and these take at least 3 to 6 months to make for one, they couldn't keep up with the demand. So they switched to something that they could keep up with, basically. That's what happened. So as for the instrument itself, as I mentioned before, it's constructed from two half shells that are put together at the rims there, and that makes that hollow shape. Because of the metal that's used, it's very thin, and so the way that they hammer it, they can basically hammer it into a way that each ding that you see is a different note. So there you have your melodies, like a piano. The middle one, that's called the ding. It's a little more bassier. I had to make sure that didn't fall. It's a little more bassier than the other ones. So you have the light and the bass. You kind of get both of those with it. So it's a very beautiful sound. They come in different scales. I mean, you can get them to sound pretty much however you want if you're familiar with music. You do play them with the fingers. You don't play it with a mallet because the metal is very thin. So if you play it with mallets or anything like that, eventually over time it will start to bend and it will start to change the tuning of it. And that's also what's kind of interesting about it, is that because it's metal and it's a very thin metal, it is affected by temperature. So if I was to play this in the wintertime outside when it's cold, it'd have a very crisp sound. If I play it in the summer where it's hot and the sunlight's hitting directly on that drum, it's gonna kind of be softer. You're gonna hear it kind of warp a little bit. Still a nice sound, but it kind of shifts a little bit, the pitch does. So, I know you guys don't want to really hear me talk about it too much. You got a musician here, you want to hear them play, so I'm going to steal this chair really quick. It's kind of hard to play sitting in your lap. Usually I sit on the floor, but it's okay, we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna put the microphone down. I'm gonna play the scale first so you can hear the scale of it, and then I'll go into just a little song for you. I'm good. I won't talk anymore. Oh no, it should be okay. You should be able to hear it. So scale.
Thank you, Justin. Does anyone have any questions for him?
Yes, do you have any tapes out?
Yes. At my stand, I have on the website there. It's free, or you can pay what you want. Just click buy, set it to 0, set it to 1,000. I don't care. Whatever you want.
You do weddings?
I do weddings, I do bar mitzvahs, I do circumcisions, I do whatever you want.
Well, thank you.